Ghanaian youth, are they tired? Are we tired? Do you get a sense that we are fed up?
Are you not tired?
I am, but I don't get the sense that we are like, I feel like it's just a me thing.
You see,
Now that you're also saying, I feel like now it's a we thing. I don't know how to get everyone else.
no, me, I'm tired.
Yeah, I am,
Yeah,
honestly.
I'm tired. Like, it's like you get tired by waking up.
Yeah.
You know, because you wake up to the same things over and over again.
And you're owing monies you have nothing,
You have nothing
to do with.
And another thing is that I'm happy you brought this up about the Ghanaian youth, whether they're being tired or not, is because they are being shifted from the issues, you know, and this is not a Ghana thing.
Okay.
It's a style that governments have used over and over and over again, and the youth need to wake up. And when they say wake up, it's not just about marching out and
hitting the streets.
No, it's about waking up mentally as well and being aware of what's happening. I mean, this is an old Roman style where they said, let's build the amphitheater to get the people's mind off what's happening with the economy. You know,
like
and
distractions.
So, distractions. So it's distraction. And so you realize that a lot of energy is put into these distractions, investment and all of that. But when it comes to the core things, the things that must happen, it's always slow. It's always very, very slow. And so I believe it's very intentional. And so I think that it's time for us to wake up, ask the right questions. Nobody likes the smart students because it's either we make it look like they're dragging the class, they are too known, and what have you. But it's important that you ask the right questions. And leadership must cut across, not just bottom up or top down. It has to flow along
seamlessly.
Yes, seamlessly along the line. Because if I cannot lead myself, you know, my pastor says something very important. Even if you are not leading anybody, you are leading yourself.
True.
So you have to learn to lead yourself. That's why, like, I noticed that in some countries, I'm sure maybe the same things happen where here in Ghana, they put some bins and the next day people were using them to fetch water.
It's true.
People took them off the streets. And so in other countries, what they've done is they've done concrete bins.
Yeah.
And then they have the plastics in there.
That's right.
So that you can use them. You can't carry the concrete away. And so sometimes you must have to guide the people and the way that they think. And that means media, education, everything inclusive.
You've always had a problem with the media making irrelevant people famous. You've always had a problem with the media paying attention to what it's not supposed to be. Like, you are always particular about the media should highlight the main issues so that people know the rot's going on.
Yes.
You feel like there's so much distraction in the space. Like, like we try to make some people popular who don't deserve the limelight. I mean, can you make that clearer?
No, I think it's just that I think the media and sometimes the practitioners fail to realize their impact. They're very powerful. Media is very, very powerful.
True.
Like I've stayed and worked in some rural areas, and I realized that anything said on radio or television is their truth. And so whatever they are subjected to over a period of time becomes their livelihood.
True.
And so we cannot take it for granted and say that, oh, but I was just cracking a simple joke. That becomes reality for somebody.
True.
And so that's my only concern. It's a concern because I have kids and I'm thinking, okay, they're going to grow up. If they are going to be watching television, this is how they will be informed. And so I just think that we should have some kind of control measures, you know, when it comes to programming and what have you. For example, when we're shooting Amazing Voices, I realized that all the songs, over 2,000 songs, had gone through clearance. And so you realize that productions don't just pick songs and play them. And they had gone to see Capasso to make sure they clear it, even with the artists.
Okay. Capasso is supposed to be that copyright body?
Yeah, for when it comes to
South African music.
Yes, yes. So they've gone for clearance. And so because of that, they are particular about the song. And this is not because they're going to even play the song on the show, because people are going to perform them.
Wow.
Because contestants are going to perform them And so
getting permits and everything, detailed, documented.
So I realized that sometimes the programming goes a certain way or is directed a certain way, even with language. It's like we're losing it. Because like our children now sound either American or British. You know, because, and you can't blame them. Content creators are not doing things for children any longer. And so you watch Cocomelon, they'll be watching.
Or even if they are doing the local language, there's so much insult. You don't want to feed that to your children.
You know, and so the ripple effect of what we've left hanging is so huge that if we do not pay attention to it, the next generation is what I fear for.